Greetings. This is the Get to Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhynes. I just was notified by someone that this Facebook website called Kendrick Johnson Race Hoax. I don't even waste my time on junk like that. I only deal in the truth. And pass me that paper down there, please, sir. And I just want to add that when they sent this to me, here's what it said, and I'm going to share that with you probably on a later video, which said, thank you, Barbara Worthy. I see Barbara Worthy sitting over there. But anyway, it says that Kendrick Johnson Race Hoax. This is from Facebook. And I just got it a few minutes ago, and I thought I would do a live update so the people in Valdosta could see just how people are there concerning the parents who lost their son by way of an accident or murder. And you got people in Valdosta, mostly white people, I'm sure you have some black ones too, have no sympathy, no remorse, no nothing for the Kendrick Johnson family, Kenneth and Jacqueline. And it is indeed a disgrace. It lets you know the caliber of people we have living in Valdosta, Georgia. Now me, I don't go down the road that they go down. So I will never call them by their names and play these games that they play. But anything that you all see me write, published by way of video since 1975, I have never done it as an anonymous person. I have never hid who I am. I've never thrown a rock and hid my hand. I have never came out at any white person, nor have I attacked any white person like white people have attacked my ancestors, and it's recorded in history. Many of your mothers and fathers and great-grandfathers were Klansmen, white supremacists, white Christian identity group members, and you are following along in that same pattern and practice. I did not have that in my lineage with my mother, my father, my granddaddy, my great-grandmama. It ain't in my lineage to hate like that. We learn how to let our God, the God of the black man and woman, we let the God of our salvation deal with the white folk and black, ill, wicked people. We don't fight against them, don't have to. John 8:32 takes care of that. All we have to do is to carry on the work of those that came before us. Now let me get on point and let me close this out. This is not even worthy of me even bringing it up. But on race hoax, Kendrick Johnson race hoax, and I said again a few minutes ago, I just received this on my cell phone, and so I'm not in town. I'm out of town right now. But I said that I'm going to address that. Y'all know normally I don't go to no ValdostAtoday.com. I don't even go to Valdosta Daily Times or newspaper site. I just don't go there. I leave that for y'all. I'm busy working and doing what the black people who came before me and the white right people, the same things they did to help me to get where I am. I'm continuing that process. And I don't do it just going to church, paying tithe, offering and free will offering and saying and thinking I'm better than everybody else, clapping my hands, saying hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah and all that kind of stuff. I leave that for y'all to do. And I don't even talk about y'all that much, but I do believe that the modern day pastors are far away from the pastors of yesterday. Let me get back here. Y'all excuse me. I'm going to say it again before I get down to the beef of what I want to say, is that this is not even worthy of response. But let me read it to you. Kendrick Johnson raised hope. And by the way, it was just 2 hours ago. Somebody just posted it 2 hours ago. And here's what it says. George, tape recorder hidden in sock. Yes, I do. Put a tape recorder in my sock from time to time, especially when I'm walking and if I put it in my pocket when I want to carry and interview people and I have my camera, but sometimes the camera battery may die. So I keep a backup. That way, if I miss the video, I will have a copy of the volume and I can overlay that with a picture. I think a lot of reporters do that. But it says that tape recorder hidden. So let me clear that up. Yes, I have a tape recorder in my sock. I also have a tape recorder sometime in my pocket. I also have video cameras in my hat. I also have several video cameras all over my car. And these was white people who told me to get these things. I even have a tracker identifier. If somebody put a tracker on my car, I have that so I can find out if my car been tapped. A lot of other stuff that I have, but it was white people who told me to get some of the items and gadgets that I have because they know how wicked white people and black people are. And so there's nothing wrong with that. Now me, I don't do it for my protection because I don't have to do that. I'm telling you, I'm just a blessed person. Not because I'm alive. I'm a blessed because God gave me enough spunk and enough truth to stand up before anybody and give the truth, and I don't have to play games in the process. Let me continue. Here's what it says again. George, tape recorder hidden in sock. Rhynes continues to beat the YouTube airways crying white people conspiracy. You know what he's saying? Say, I'm spreading a conspiracy and that I'm continuing to beat the YouTubes. Now let me say this to you all who know me. Number one, these liars, these hypocrites, these wicked ass people on race hoax on the Kendrick Johnson page, they are some wicked people, y'all. Y'all know they're wicked because they're lying. And I'm going to say this to you now. Y'all know, I've said it before. I don't address these lies, but I'm going to say this today. Now, if they continue, I'm going to say this again. Y'all listen to what George Boston Rhymes saying, because this is a promise to the Kendrick Johnson family, and this is a promise to you. If Kendrick Johnson raised hoax continue to lie on George Boston Rhymes, I'm going to roll out some truth that I should have spoken a long time ago, especially the person behind the curtain that I know about. Because God knows, I do know some things. I know some deep things. I know some things that they told me. Okay? So now if this want to continue, I am going to do a little talking myself. And when I talk, I'm going to do just like I always do. I'm going to provide some facts. And I'm not going to do like the Democratic Party. They got all this information on Donald Trump and they do all this ghost talking when all they got to do is prevent the hardcore facts and let the people who have not been brainwashed and fallen under the spell of the Leviathan, you will see beyond a shadow of a doubt who is the hypocrite and who is the righteous. Now, since I've been doing this since 75, who have I attacked? Black or white? Yes, I talk about the pastors and I talk about the religious leaders. But name one person that you can say George Rhymes spoke out ill of as they spoke out ill on. Who have I called the names that they call me? How many people have I set up and done the dirt and lied on people like they have lied on me? And have you ever seen me even respond to them negatively? See, so white people know that. Y'all the best at that. History proves that. History proves that you white folk are really the best of the best when it comes down to that. Now, don't take my word for it. I'm not criticizing white people. Now, he or she said, Rhymes continued to beat the YouTube airways crying white people conspiracy. Look, all I've talked about is that we came from the motherland of Africa in the year 1555 aboard a slave ship called Jesus. That's not a conspiracy. That's a historic fact. When I talk about white people, even in Valdosta, getting all the money from contracts, CDBG grants, Won't Fly, Georgia flag, the week of terror, they murdered 15 to 25 blacks outright. Nothing was done about it until this day. They called me a nigger February the 5th, 2015 in Gordon, Georgia. I told y'all the equipment 10 plus 2 was innocent and that they were just lying on them. Have that not been proven? Yes, it was proven. The matters in Florida 9, I was called in. Have I not stood up with them and put it on YouTube? The lawyer come out and say they lied on those people. Have I not proven that to you? And not me. They have proven it. Others have proven it. I went into Meg's. Y'all thought Linda Harris was a crook. We just found out a few days ago that the police officer over there, they just got rid of him because he made some racial slurs and he was black. That only proved one thing. They still got problems over there. And so you can't prove you cannot put nothing on me where I lied on anybody in Madison. You can't say I played no race card. You can call me a nigger if you want to because that's in your head. But you can say I hate white folk, but I can put white folks right in this mic here in front of the camera before me, and they have done it before, and they will do it again. They'll tell you exactly who I am. But we got these closet Klansmen. We got these closet racists who pretend to be the righteous, and they think that they're fooling somebody. You may fool somebody. But we who know the real God of the black man, woman, and their children, and who know the God of righteousness, you can't fool us. I don't care what you lay in front of us. I don't care what you do to us. We still gonna tell you the truth. You can give me $500,000 and I'm still gonna tell you the truth. There are some things that money cannot buy. And there are some people who will never be sold, if you understand what I'm saying. So now let me close this out. I'm going to say it again. George, tape recorder hidden in sock. I guess they want to use that as if though I got a hidden tape recorder in my sock. Maybe that's what they're saying. If I do have a hidden tape recorder, so what? It's within the Georgia law. I'll check the law out. And I'm not recording nothing that you haven't recorded on my ancestors. Look and see what white folk did to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Look what white folk did to Malcolm X. Look what white folk did to Noble Drew Ali. Look what white folk did to Elijah Muhammad. Look what white folk been doing to black people from the time we stepped off the slave ship in the year 1555 aboard a slave ship called Jesus, captained by Sir John Hawkins, a slave trader. Now that's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy that we have white folks come in among us in our organizations and then they undermine us and try to destroy us. And then the God of our ancestors, the same God that delivered Daniel from the lion's den, the same God that delivered the dry bones in the valley, the same God that gave Noah insight to build the ark to save the people. That same God is going to protect us today. And the wicked folk can fall into the hand of their God, which is Satan. And when Satan get through with you all, you're going to wish that you had known the true and the living God. And I'm going to say this to you. You keep on lying on George Boston Ryan, and I will assure you that I'm not coming after you like you come after me. And as I said, I shouldn't even be saying it. Y'all let me close this out. This ain't even worthy of what I'm saying. Bye, y'all.